Hi there, and welcome to Lifestyle with Chinese Versatile. This is that channel where I get to share with you lifestyle tips, vlogs, cooking shows, books, and all of the rest that comes with it from the perspective of a single parent. I'm Eunice Versatile, and it's really good to have you here. If this is your first time of stopping by, I say to you a big, big, big thank you. And if you have subscribed at some point or you're about to subscribe right now, I say to you thank you so much. As I speak with you right now, I am over 500 subscribers. This is like so huge for me, and 6th of this month made it 8 months I have been on YouTube, and it has been really, really, really interesting with its highs and lows. But I am so glad that I did it anyways, and here I am 8 months on. So I say to you, thank you for subscribing, thank you for always coming back, thank you for always watching this channel. Thank you so much. Okay, so without further ado, I am coming on here to do a question tag. I know, right? Like, I've been thinking about doing this a while now, and I wasn't sure, but since I'm more or less celebrating my 500 subscribers, it is only important to make you know me, if not totally, but a little bit about me. So I am going to be answering some of these very random questions that I found pretty much interesting, and would like to let some information out into the space, and for you to get to know me and better still relate with me better, right? I also came across another set of random questions, which I will be doing in another video, not today, but today is more about questions about me and mine. Okay, so if you're ready, let's slide right in. So I have the questions on here on this phone, and I'll be taking them. Okay, so in no particular order. First of all, let me make the pledge. Okay, so with right hand, I pledge that everything I'm going to say will be the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Amen. Okay, so let's kick right in. Okay, my first question says, what is your middle name? My middle name is Ngozi. Yeah, that's my middle name. Share your favorite subject in high school. My favorite subject in high school, being secondary school as we know it here in this part of the world, used to be English language. It didn't change actually, but it was more of English language and literature in English. Yep. What is my favorite drink? My favorite drink is water. Water anytime, any day. You can't go wrong with water. What is your favorite song at the moment? My favorite song at the moment is a song by Simi, Duduke. That's like my favorite song right now. Yeah. And what would you or have you named, okay, name your children? What would you name your children, or what have you named your children? My children's name are Rubies, Milka, and Excellence. Yep. You also know them as Amanda and Unique. Those are their names. Have you participated in any sports? Yes, for sure. I've participated in both indoor and outdoor sports. While I was in the university, I participated in badminton. I used to play for Leisure, and then I was on the school's team as a gymnast. No, not gymnastics now. Like track and field. I used to run long distance races, and I used to do volleyball. Yes, I was in the school's team for volleyball, and lawn tennis too. I used to do that while at school. I played some football. That's what you call soccer. I played some soccer at the time too. Yep. So I love sports. What is your favorite book? Right about now, my favorite book is The Secret, and my favorite book, like, it's an all-time for me. Yeah, anytime, any day. I love The Secret. I love The Magic. I love The Secret, The Magic, and The Power. Those are my favorite books right now. What is my favorite animal? I love cats. That's my favorite animal. What is your favorite holiday? I don't know. Every day is a holiday for me. I don't have a favorite. Every day is a holiday. I try to live simply. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your childhood. I rate my childhood a 6. Yeah, a 6. I don't know why, but I didn't have the best of life as a child or growing up, and neither did I have the worst of it. So I'll rate it a 6. Have you been out of the country? Yes, I've been out of the country. And if you ask me which, it was Cotonou. So if I've been out of my country, if I've been out of this country where I've been, yes. So I've been to Cotonou, what you call Benin Republic. Yeah, that's the name of the country, Benin Republic. Do you speak any different languages? Yes, I speak Hangul. Hangul, known as Korean language. Yeah, I learned that from the Sejong Institute we have here in Nigeria. Do you have any siblings? For sure I do. I have 5 siblings. 5. What's your favorite store? I don't have any. What's your favorite restaurant? Buka. Any buka that sells amala has it for me. Amala is a local food here in Nigeria. Okay, or Yoruba meal. Okay, I'll share a picture of what amala looks like somewhere. Yeah. Um, did you like school? I was indifferent, but I loved going to school, but I was indifferent. Who are your favorite YouTubers? My favorite YouTubers right now at this moment are I love Scott Dale's Travel Chick. I like her channel. I like what she does. I like Frankie Frankie Franklin, but they do healthy relationships, like a podcast kind of thing, and they talk about relationship issues. They really get me every time. Those are like, yeah. And yes, I like Jessie J. Jessie J does a lot of nails thing, makeup thing. I like her. I like her channel. Um, I think I also like Anna. Anna is cool too. She's always coming up with all these creative makeup, designs and all of that. Well, I like them because I'm not really a makeup person, and it's something I would really love to do, but I'm not there yet. Okay, so what is your favorite movie? Do I have a favorite movie? At the moment, no, I don't have a favorite movie. What are some of your favorite TV shows? Okay, I'll tell you. I love any TV show that's into investigation, criminal justice, legal, yeah, anything around that. I love some comic too. Yeah, come. They call it sit down comedy sitcoms. I like that too. And let me see. Yeah, so for instance, you have the Law and Order, Special Victims Units. Yeah, I like that. I like anything Law and Order, anything NCIS, anything like the Jack Bauer kind of thing. All those investigations and all of that picks me a lot. It gets me every time. What phone do you have? What phone do I have? I'm making use of a Techno Camon right now. That's the one that I'm using to film. And this is a Xiaomi. These are the phones I have for now. Hoping to get a bigger phone soon. But for now, this is what I've got. PC or Mac? I have a PC. Yep. How tall are you? I'm 5 feet 2 inches tall if you have to go by inches. Centimeters, I think it's about 152 or so. I think between 152 and 155, I'm not certain in centimeters. But 5 feet 2 inches. And I always use Tony Braxton as my reference. So most times when you ask me, I'm like, exactly Tony Braxton's height. So that's 5 feet 2 inches tall or short, whichever one, I don't care. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I've got pets. As a matter of fact, my family and most of my friends call me a zookeeper, like, if there's a word like that. I have dogs and cats. So I have 3 dogs currently and, let me see, 8 cats. Yeah, I'm that lady. All right, so where did you grow up? I grew up in Lagos, Nigeria. Lagos State, Nigeria, but in different areas of Lagos because my parents kept moving. So at least I could say I know a little bit about Lagos. I know much, sort of, about Lagos. Where do you currently live? I currently live in Abuja, which is the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. Who is your first best friend? To be honest, I can't remember who my first best friend is. I really can't. But growing up to, like, when I have to think back childhood, right? I can't remember, because even if I do remember, we're not in touch anymore. Like, so a best friend is someone who you keep in touch with, right? But my very good best friend at the time, okay, there's a best friend, but she's not my first. I don't remember who my first is. That's the question, so I'll stick to the question. Let me see. Dogs or cats? I already told you. It's both for me, both of them. Funniest moment throughout high school? I had a lot of funny moments because, as a matter of fact, I try as much as possible to stick to anything that keeps me happy, though it wasn't like smooth all the time, but it was like, I just try as much as possible to stay on the positive. So I make fun of everything, or make fun of every situation I find myself. I mean, growing up in back then in childhood was a bit, I could say it was a bit easy compared to now. Sometimes I wish I could go back to being a child. Are you in, or have you gone to college? I've gone to college, and by that you mean university. Yes, I've gone to college. I've been to university, and I'm like over 10 years out. What's your favorite drink? I've said that before. Tea or coffee? I don't, not tea, not coffee, but chocolate. But even if I must choose between tea or coffee, then it has to be tea for me. Have any books you read changed your life? Yes, and it's currently changing my life still, and that is The Secret. The Secret. Are you single or taken? I'm pretty much like, I'm unsure right now. I feel I'm single and still feel taken. Like, I really don't know where I stand right now. I'm unsure where I stand right now, so I can't say. What is your idea of a dream date? I don't dream. I actually don't dream. I sometimes daydream, but spending time with the one you love, just being there in that moment, it's enough for me. Whatever we're doing in the time, it doesn't really matter, as long as we are in the moment and into each other, that's okay. How long was your longest relationship? My longest relationship was 4 years, and that was my very first relationship. Yeah, so it was 4 years long, and that was like the longest, longer than my marriage. Can you imagine? God knows best. How would you describe your fashion sense? My fashion sense is Uni's versatile fashion sense. My fashion sense comes from how I feel on the inside. I don't do trends. I'm not one to always, oh, this is trendy, let's do this. No, I trend. What's your go-to hairstyle? My go-to hairstyle is this right here. This locks, this every time. These locks have just been it for me. Like, I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful. What's your go-to fast food order? Amala, ewedu, gbegiri, and ishon. Yeah, that's like my favorite go-to fast food. What are your morning, evening routines? I try not to keep one. I really don't have one because I'm like I'm like a night owl, so I'm not particular of the day most times because I wake up like at night time, so that's when I'm more like active and a lot slower in the morning. So I don't keep a routine. So whenever I'm awake, I get to do what I get to do, and then that's it. Do you have any bad habits? Yes, I do have a bad habit. Everybody's got bad habits anyway, so yes, to be truthful, I do have bad habits. Do you want to know what it is? Nah. The question is, do you have any bad habits? Yes, I have bad habits. What was your dream job as a kid? Did I see myself having a job growing up? Well, as a kid, I had a lot of people telling me I'll do well as a lawyer because I could talk and I spoke really well and I expressed myself really well and I was very assertive. So everyone kept telling me you'll do well as a lawyer. So I kept looking at myself as a lawyer, but that's not it anymore. But of course, I've got like a pre-diploma in law, if there's anything like that. So yeah. Have you moved from home? Where to? And how was the experience? I moved from home a long time now. I moved from home when I was 17. Yeah, and it was nice. Like, I loved having to do that, moving away, and that was because of school anyways. But ever since then, I never went back after school, and I'm grateful for the journey so far. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? Have I failed at anything? Yes, I failed at a lot of things, but what I learned from it is that there are always second chances. There's always another chance, another time around, another opportunity to get right at it. Like, failing and failing forward, like that's it for me. So I try as much as possible to stay in that process. How many countries have you traveled to? I've just traveled to one country. Oh, my pet peeves. What are my pet peeves? Okay, yeah, I really don't like it when I get in a vehicle, like a public transport, like we have usually here. So most times I don't have a car yet, so I have to use public transport. And so I get in a vehicle with someone and then we get to sit. And once they sit, they do this. This is so irritating. And I'm sitting right next to you and you do this. You don't own me. You and I didn't get in that vehicle together. We're not together. So don't do this over me. Do you get? Another pet peeve I don't like is giving money over my head. I don't like that at all. What's my personality type? For the longest of time, I thought I was a sanguine. Not until, when I did the personality test and yeah, I think I'm getting it right. I might correct it in between. But yeah, when it comes to temperament, personality, I am more of a choleric than a sanguine. But very outgoing person. What are your favorite values in friends? My favorite value in friends is loyalty. And I always like to give that. So I want to see that in friends that I call friends. So loyalty, being there for me, having my back. What is the one thing you wish people knew about you? I wish people knew that I was very simple, not complicated at all. Excuse me. What social media are you addicted to? Right now, I'm addicted to YouTube because I've got to do tasks, I've got to upload, I've got to watch videos, I've got, do research and all of that. So YouTube is what has got me right now. How do you get along with your family members? Pretty cool, pretty easy. I don't make a fuss about anything and I don't force on anybody. What's the biggest struggle you overcame? The biggest struggle I overcame and still overcoming right now is having to deal with the abandonment in my marriage. It's not been easy. I'm still like trying to get a hang of it, but I'm glad I overcame it and I'm here today talking. What is your star sign? Do you relate to it? My star sign is Aries. And yes, I relate to it. I also listen or look out for what the stars are saying for the month, the week, the day. And I try to align if it's good and try to avoid whatever might be negative about that day, that week, that month, or the year. What time is your bedtime? Anytime, man. Anytime I feel sleepy, I find a place to just snooze a bit. What does the last text message? What was the last text message you received say? What does the last text message you received say? The last text message I received was my bank balance. Do you want to know what it is? Okay, when you send something in, then I'll tell you what it is. Have you ever written a blog post? What was it about? I write on my Facebook, so sometimes it comes as a blog, sometimes, but not like intentionally, oh, I'm writing a blog, right? But I write on my Facebook sometimes. And now I have the vlog, so I'd rather do more video, and it's pretty much easier. Just vlog it out and post it out there. Do you save birthday cards and other greeting cards? Yes, I do. I save it. It's most especially if it comes from someone special. Yeah, I save it. What is your favorite family tradition? When is it celebrated? My favorite family tradition is the Thanksgiving service, and that's like when our families come together. But for some years now, my family and I have not really like come together to do the tradition of Thanksgiving. And the month it's usually celebrated is the first week in December, first Sunday in December. Do you remember your first email address? Was it embarrassing? Yes, I remember my first email address. No, it wasn't embarrassing, and that's what I still use till today. I still use it. I still kept it. When was the last time you told someone you loved them? The last time I told someone I loved them was yesterday. When was the last time you embarrassed yourself? I can't remember. If you could only do one last thing, what would it be? If I could only do one last thing. Well, I don't know. One last thing. I really don't know. I can't remember. I can't think of anything right now. Okay, let us see. Tell us a thing you've done to help someone else. Okay, so this is pretty much not recent. It's a long time ago. But I remember having to help somebody I met on a bus, a stranger, complete stranger. So she was going to another town and she got on the bus, and then it was pretty much late and she was kind of stranded. So I gave her a room in the house to sleep over till the next day, and then she headed out. She's a trader. She she trades in fish. Yeah. So yeah. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? If I could live anywhere, it would be anywhere where my love is. Yeah. If you could live in a city or in a country, where would you choose? Right now, I have a love right now for the UK. Yeah, so it's gonna have to be the UK. I hear things are pretty much easy there, and mostly for women. Kinda. Okay. What would be the first thing you do after going home from work or school? The first thing I do is sit down. If the TV's on, I sit there and watch TV. What was the last thing you ate? The last thing I ate was apple. I wish you know what that is. So it's cassava that's been processed and all that and made into a mold. Yeah, so I had that with oha soup. What is on your bucket list? Oh my gosh, what's on my bucket list? I have a lot of bucket lists, but mostly a lot of travel, a lot of adventure, a lot of sites like I've not seen before, and a few of extreme sports at least to try in my lifetime. Yeah. So I've got some more questions, but I'm thinking I would have to answer this maybe next month. But I'm thinking maybe from the next month I will do more. Question tags come in between as such. If I can do it weekly, fine, but not. It's okay. Yeah. But so far this has been me answering some questions about me, and I hope you found it interesting. And let me know what you think in the comments. Well, I believe I'm not as complicated though, but all the same, I really don't care. I'm living my life and trying as much as possible to live my best life. So this is the much I can take. I'm so sorry if this was so long, but I really needed to do this anyways. So for now, I'm just gonna stop right here and probably see you in the next videos. For now, it is love and light. Namaste.